Okay, and three, two, one, we're live. Hey, what's up, everyone? This is the Ballers Podcast. Welcome to the Ballers Podcast, and this is Ronnie C from the channel Super RC and my Instagram at the Super Ronnie C, along with my co-host. No, actually, not a
Co-host.
co-host. I was gonna say my other half, but
Well,
I
well,
wasn't
we
sure.
can be
Yeah,
we
but
can be that
please
over the
introduce
course of
yourself.
this podcast. I can be your other half, but yeah, guys, this is the Goa lad, and my Instagram is at Ganesh Narvekar, and from the YouTube channel, the Goa lad. So in case you unsubscribe, make sure you subscribe to the both of us. And yeah, man, what's good, buddy?
How's it going, man? Everything's good. Oh yeah, so everyone who's just tuning in now, obviously, we leave the link, like our channels link in the description. So I'm sure most of you have come from our channels, but please make sure to subscribe to each other's channels. So yeah, subscribe to the channels because there's some cool content coming, and also our Instagrams will also be in the link in the description. So please make sure to go follow us on our Instagram as
And
well.
also, we'll be doing some really crazy podcast specific giveaways as well. So make sure that you're subscribed to the podcast specifically as well as our channel. So it's going to be absolutely amazing.
Absolutely. And also, guys, yeah, so a lot of you must be wondering why is it called Ballers Podcast, right? So, do you want to fill in the people, like, why is it called Ballers? And I'll tell you my reasoning as well. And also, yeah, guys, just before we continue, you can hear me, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just before we continue, a little disclaimer: this podcast is going to be mostly 18 plus content, but yeah, obviously you can watch it. Just don't tell people. But
Nah,
yeah, like it's gonna be
it's gonna
fun,
be full of juicy content. That's what we can promise from
juicy,
my
fun
end.
stuff.
Absolutely
Yeah,
honest and totally juicy. And whatever you want to know about our lives, it's all going to be spilled out here as well. And we're going to have some
exactly, guys.
interesting guests as well, some very famous people, some interesting people who we've met in our lives. So it's going to be absolutely amazing to share those experiences with you guys.
And guys, so quick little thing. I'm sure most of you guess. Like a lot of people always comment on both our channels, like, "Hey, do you know the Goa lad?" or "Hey, do you know Super RC? Are you guys
Yeah,
brothers? Are you guys
yeah,
friends?"
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, we're brothers. Actually, we're cousin brothers, but yeah, I mean, we're brothers. We never really use the word cousins, I guess, right?
Because cousins can mean something else in some specific states. So
Yeah, I know, right?
some rules don't apply to cousins. So
Yeah, exactly. And if you watch too much, like, too much of Game of Thrones, you know exactly what the fuck I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah, yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah. You know exactly where we're going with that. In some
Exactly.
states, it's legal with cousins to do some really, really weird shit. So,
So, guys, this is exactly what's going to be happening on this podcast. It's going to be unfiltered. It's going to be raw. It's going to be crazy. And, there's no hiding. There's no nothing. It's just going to be straight up cool
yep.
stuff. And, yeah. All right. And,
So we're really,
yeah,
I
guys, so we
think
are brothers.
we had a really interesting conversation about how excited we are to share our personal stories and a lot of secrets about us and about what we've experienced because a lot of people do not know the inside stuff. So it's going to be really, really cool. And okay, so your question was, why is it called
Yeah.
the
Go on.
Ballers, right? Like
Oh,
according to
yeah. Correct.
like
I just fucking forgot. Yeah. Go
yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah. It just hit me. So
Yeah.
basically I'd like to say that for my reasoning for why it's called ballers is something that we all want to be, whether it's a guy or a girl. We always want to ball in life and have a good time. And this
Yeah.
podcast for me is all about having a good time, sharing our experiences so that we can understand that always things aren't what they seem from the first glance. It's good to experience things, it's good to be open about things. So for me, ballers is all about having a good time and sharing those experience with you guys.
Yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, he's kind of like just said all the words I was gonna say. The only thing I added the little Z or the Z at the end because I watched Dragon Ball Z, so it's a little like ballers. And yeah, guys, I think most of you guys watch our channels and think, oh, like the first thing that comes to mind is, God damn, these guys are ballers, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, that's it. Literally took me like 2 minutes to come up with the name, and I just obviously told I told the Goa lad, and yeah, and it just like went from there. And this podcast is spontaneous, and yeah, guys, so it's gonna be like pretty like fun stuff. And also, guys, comment down below your questions because we're gonna be picking some specific questions and
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
gonna
The
answer
most
it
interesting
on our
questions
podcast.
are going to be picked, whichever, the more juicier the questions, the better for us to answer as well, because this is your literally your chance to ask us anything, whatever you want to know about us. So write it in the comment section down below, and we are more than happy to answer them.
And if you're watching this, give us a hell yeah.
Give us a big
But
thumbs up
yeah,
as
I've got
well.
my drink. Oh yeah, guys, don't forget to when you guys when you guys subscribe to the channel, don't forget to hit the like and also
Yeah.
share this. And also, guys, the great thing about this podcast is, right, is obviously, we've obviously added some video to it, right? And you can obviously watch it. If you're chilling and stuff, especially on the weekends, you can watch it with the video and the audio. But the great thing about podcasts, what especially I've experienced, is that you can literally play it on your phone, put like your headphones on or your earphones on, and you can just like, just go about doing your day. You know what I mean? Like if you're doing
Yeah.
something, you can
So,
just
so
have the
you mean to
podcast in the
say,
back.
chilling with the weekend? I had to sneak in a really bad joke, which I'm quite famous for. So,
I mean, I was gonna add up to that saying. I mean, it is the weekend with the weekend, but yeah. I mean, the joke's only gonna get better or worse. It depends how you see it. But trust me, we're all here to have a good time. I hope everyone who's listening also is having a chill weekend, chill week, depending where you are. And yeah, guys, we're gonna have some celebrities. We're gonna have different fun
yep.
people in the podcast. Because guys, to be honest, right? I mean, obviously you guys have seen our Instagram stories, but we have a crazy life going on. We have like really crazy lives,
Yeah.
especially like, I mean, not obviously during COVID, but before that. And a lot of it, obviously, we're living such crazy lives. We don't always record all of it, even on Instagram. So like, we're too either crazy drunk or crazy partying or like
Or there's
crazy
some there's
traveling.
there's some
So
crazy shit happening where we can't even show it on
yeah, too
Instagram.
much crazy shit.
So it's better to
So
like just
yeah.
talk about it.
Yeah, so I think we've got the basics out the way. So yeah, guys, even if you guys are like busy doing something, all you got to do is like literally turn on the podcast, put your earphones on, put your headphones on, and yeah, just go about doing your day. Let the podcast play in the background, and just like chill and have a
And do
good
you
time.
wanna do you
And yeah,
wanna tell something about yourself? Like give a slight intro to the people who are
I think I'll
new
let
to
you
the
go
channel.
first. A little quick brief. I'm sure most of them already know about us from our channels,
Yeah, but like
but you might
whoever's
as well.
whoever's tuning in new also will get an opportunity to get to know us better.
Correct.
So that will
Absolutely.
be
Yeah. So obviously the reason we're bowlers, and yeah, so I'll let the go lad, aka Nash, go ahead and give a little brief about himself, and then a little quick one. Go for it, mate.
okay. So basically, I'm a pro cricketer, and with being a pro cricketer in India has, it comes with a lot of experiences with a lot of famous people, a lot of interactions with the top class of cricketers as well. So we have a lot to talk about that, and I've interacted with the best people in that field as well. So it does. Everyone in India loves cricket, and there's a lot of masala, a lot of gossip when it comes to that as well. So I've been a part of that journey. So it'll be really interesting as a pro cricketer to give my views or to share my experiences with the people who I've met, whether it's Dhoni, whether it's anybody else. In that sense, it actually does open up a lot of questions that you guys have about how they are as people and what things are. So from that end, that is my intro. I'm a pro cricketer. I do YouTube and Insta on the side as my hobby and more as also to create good content for you guys. But that's basically it, and you will get a good idea of what happens behind the scenes in such situations. And I'll also say, since Ronnie is also a part of an industry which is really wild as well, which is all about acting and Bollywood and cricket goes hand in hand for generations. So we have a lot of stories to share where both those worlds mash up, and it's really crazy. So go ahead, Ronnie, give your intro as well.
Oh, also before I just obviously give my intro, you also can mention you also business entrepreneur just like myself, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah. So I
just a
do
quick
have
little
a
intro.
yacht business and a couple other real estate and other businesses as well. So we always like to explore every avenue in life so that you always should have different options when it comes to revenue streams and stuff like which we'll get into later on. But yeah, so that is what we do as well. I'm an entrepreneur and slash cricketer. So that's basically my intro. Go ahead, Ronnie.
All right, thanks for that. And yeah, guys, so basically, just to kick things off, I mean, the thing that obviously me and Nash get along so well with. First and foremost, we're athletes, right? Like we've been playing sports from a young age, and obviously Nash has been playing cricket since a young age. And obviously he's a pro cricketer. With me, it was professional football, and obviously Nash was playing pro cricket in India, which is obviously the best place in the world. Let's be honest, right? For cricket,
Yeah.
and I think
Bro,
what the joint best
they'll
too,
know
right?
me. They'll know me as Ganesh. They won't know me as Nash. So I think we'll stick
I
to.
mean, yeah, for me, okay. So for Nash
You're used to
Ganesh, I'm
calling me Nash, so I'm just saying they won't really know me as Ganesh. So
all
yeah.
right. So yeah, basically, so me with football, as most of my subscribers know, I was, I lived in London. Obviously, we have family in London as well, but I used to live in London, and hence the accent. And and yeah, so I was a professional footballer. And yeah, guys, one of the if you Google me, you'll see like probably one of the rare few Indian-born players to play at a really high level in England. So I'm a professional footballer. And now, guys, because I'm obviously I keep traveling between Mumbai and London, but a lot of my work in London revolves. I'm new into the industry, but obviously COVID has messed things up. But I'm also a actor, and I've studied my acting. I've done acting in the UK in London, but I'm acting now in Bollywood because, guys, as you all know, in India, there's two kings, right? Normally, there's only one king, but in India, there's two kings: Bollywood and cricket. Nothing else reigns over any of them.
True that.
If you, if you're a cricketer like Sachin Tendulkar, for example, you are god. You are, basically you're at the top. And obviously, if you're an actor, like like a Shah Rukh Khan or Amitabh Bachchan, so basically, guys, yeah, so I'm an actor, entrepreneur, businessman, I mean, footballer, and obviously, yeah, you can see the parallels. Like, we can't be any more different, and obviously, we're pretty much the same as well, but just chosen slightly different parts. But we're pretty much the same in terms of just slightly differing, right? Like I always like this analogy that Nash, obviously being the Goa lad,
Ganesh,
Nash used
Ganesh,
this analogy, huh?
Ganesh, Ganesh.
Ganesh. Okay. Okay, guys, for all those listening, I'm going to say Nash. Nash is Ganesh, all right?
Okay. All right.
But always this analogy where whenever me and Nash have hung out, whether it be in a club, in a pub, in a bar, wherever, on a business setting, he always says, I'm the clean shaved, clean cut guy. And he's, the one with the facial hair, a bit rough, but, end of the day, we're super confident, we're ballers, and we're athletes first and foremost, but we've always had the entrepreneurial mind. And, guys, once we set our mind to something, we achieve it. We're also doing YouTube now. We have a podcast now. We've got crazy things lined up. And yeah, guys, we always say YOLO, but we really mean it. Like, it's like we do things like we try and really set out a goal and achieve it. We don't really give a shit who says anything about us. We just
Yeah.
go about our business because this makes us happy. And yeah, guys, for all those who are watching, do something that makes you happy. Don't give two
That's
shits about
so
other
true, man.
people's
Like you
opinion.
couldn't have said it better because I think that a lot of people spend their life always choosing the safe option. And I mean, the safe option is called a safe option because it's, more, there's more surety in that. But at the end of the day,
Exactly.
the safe option doesn't give you the happiness what comes with following your passion
Correct.
or going for something that you actually love from within. That happiness is something which is unparalleled. You can't get that happiness while being in a safe option. And i
Exactly.
i do understand people want to have that safe option because it's kind of a guarantee.
Correct.
But at the end of the
Exactly.
day, when you go to bed or you look at yourself in the mirror, you need to have some happiness about what you've done in the entire day. So taking a risk when it comes to your passion pays off majorly, maybe not in the short
Correct.
term, but once you keep at it, it's totally worth it.
And as everyone knows, guys, health is wealth, right? Have a good mental health, mental, obviously, like good state of mind, good state of body, and health as well. And guys, by this we don't mean that everyone should go about and be an entrepreneur. Like everyone should be
Yeah.
what they want to be. Like if you really enjoy a 9 to 5 job and keeping it safe, if you really enjoy it, you should do it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like
The key
me
the
and
key
Nash,
point is the key point is really enjoy it because you shouldn't be frustrated about it. Then it's fine. But if you
exactly.
are, then follow your passion.
Because look, guys, we have brothers and sisters who obviously cousin brothers and sisters. We have brothers and sisters who have like normal 9 to 5 jobs and stuff, and some of them we've noticed are really happy, because that's what they want to do, right? Not everyone wants to be like an entrepreneur and like work by themselves. If that makes sense. Some like doing the like the 9 to 5 repetitive, which is great, right? So and end of the day, what I'm saying is do what makes you happy, right? But don't be the prick that goes about and tells like someone what to do when they themselves are miserable as fuck, right? That's my whole point
That is so
behind it.
true. And speaking
Yeah,
about
right.
breaks, let's talk about
Yeah.
some juicy content about about Ibiza, because Pricks is what came up to me once you said Pricks. I was like, listen, we had a lot of fun in Ibiza. We went
By
last year.
pricks, we mean our pricks, right? Not the we aren't going, guys. We aren't going looking around for pricks,
Yeah, we're not
right?
going looking around for Pricks, but
Yeah, more like
inevitably,
cunts, but
in,
yeah,
inevitably, you're gonna bump into a prick one day or the other. So
yeah,
yeah, let's talk about a Ibiza trip, man. Before all of this lockdown bullshit that happened, and
exactly.
when life
So,
was
guys, we went
normal.
to Ibiza. When was it exactly? Because COVID hit March 2020 around the world mostly,
Yeah, it was
and we
2019.
went
2019.
2019 in
Yeah.
June. That's when we went to
Yeah.
Ibiza, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we kind of spontaneously decided it because you already had booked your Euro trips and you were already, I think, partying in like Germany or
I was in
something.
Germany for a month, and
Germany.
we just randomly decided that, listen, if you're gonna,
Yeah,
and
because
you were
in July, I think I was planning to go to London because,
correct. So
I
you were
traveled to
planning to
London
go
for
to
free.
London, and we just decided that, listen, if our dates are kind of similar, then let's go for a Ibiza trip, because we've heard so much, and we both like to party, so let's actually
Yeah.
do that.
And guys, as you know, like for example, we had the money and stuff, and we obviously it's not like we thought like, oh, let's just go and waste it, but we were thinking, oh, should we or should we not? And then we just decided, you know what, screw it, let's do it. Because as obviously as things turned out, like look how this year, I mean 2020 has turned out, right? You can't really travel.
Yeah,
So
man.
I mean, I'm so glad that we went because like we kind of got that out of the way, I guess. For most of you who don't know,
In
Ibiza or
retrospect, that is such a good decision,
I
because
know,
I
right?
mean now,
One of the yeah, one of the best, if not the best, like holidays of my life. The
yeah.
experience, it was crazy.
Quick
So
question. What are you
yeah, go on.
drinking?
Oh yeah, hold on. I'm drinking vodka and tonic. So vodka is Grey Goose and just normal tonic Fever Tree.
I'm having the same, but my vodka is Belvedere and tonic water. That's about it. It's pretty
So
much the same.
guys, look, even our choice of drink is like literally pretty
Yeah.
much the same, but a slight angle. Like you know what I mean? Like so that's why we get along. And yeah, guys, we like giving you guys entertaining content as well. And yeah, guys, this is just gonna be a fun little experience. So I hope most of you guys are enjoying and tuning into this. And
So
how long have we already spoken for now? What do you think? Did you see the
uh,
time?
maybe like 15 minutes. Not sure. Maybe less
15
than that
minutes,
as well.
right?
But let's give a little bit of a snippet of Ibiza and like what happened before
Oh,
we.
but we got to begin how we actually got there because you were in Germany.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what I had to do was I had to book my flight to London, and then obviously I stayed in London for a day.
Mm.
And I remember I literally got to the airport, and I think after a long time I was traveling from London to another European country because normally I stay in London like for most of the time. But I got to the airport, and when I got at the airport, obviously I had to check in, right? I think it was Iberia, which is a Spanish flight, and I was
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
Terminal 5 at Heathrow. And that time it hit me. I was like, "Holy shit, this is happening!" Like,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
going to Ibiza. I had to buy. No, I didn't buy alcohol there because I thought we'll buy some in Madrid at the airport, right? So obviously, me and Nash first had to meet in Madrid, and you were flying in from Germany, and I was flying in from London, and
Yeah.
we'd planned in such a way that we both land. I think roughly about 20 minutes back and forth. I think something. I think
Correct.
you reached before me 20 minutes,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I was there for at least half an hour before you landed, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, right. And I remember landing. I was like, "Holy shit, this is happening!" And now it's just like I was just playing in my head, and I'm like, "Oh god damn, we need to do this shit again."
Yeah.
But yeah. So we landed at the airport, and then I met him, and we're like, "Dude, this is really happening." That was the thing that was in my head. Like, man, this is happening. Like Ibiza is gonna be fun, and like it's just one of those things. You go away for a week. We had a cool like hotel booked as well. So obviously we went to Madrid first.
Yeah.
Obviously we picked up our bags. Did I buy alcohol at the airport? I'm quite sure I bought one bottle. Yes,
Yeah, I
I did
think no,
because we
no,
had
no.
to
I
drink
think
in
we both
Madrid.
carried enough alcohol for a lot of people, not just the two of us. We carried a shitload of alcohol while
No, but
we.
once we landed in Madrid, did I
Yeah.
not buy one bottle or I didn't? Because
No,
in
no, no.
Madrid, did
So we
we had in
bought
a room? Did
alcohol.
we have a bottle in a room?
Yeah, so we had four bottles, bro, not just one bottle.
No,
We
that
had
was in Ibiza. I'm talking Madrid when we first landed.
I think we had one bottle. One bottle, yeah, we did
We
have.
had one bottle. I think I bought it at the airport or you bought it. I can't
I
remember.
I think,
So
yeah, one
guys,
of us bought it. I think it was a. I'm pretty sure it was a vodka. I'm pretty sure it was a vodka.
yeah, it was. It was a vodka because I remember then we reached the hotel and guys, Madrid is beautiful. So like,
Yeah.
if you go there, like Madrid is so
I
good.
think we should save
And
the Madrid story for like another time. Let's like skip
yeah,
that
yeah, of
part.
course. So guys, just to let you know, we stayed for a couple nights in Madrid, which we'll tell you on the next podcast.
Yeah, yeah,
And also, guys, a little preview for the next podcast. We also went to Thailand for a was it like a bachelor party? Was it? Have I
It
already
was
said
a
too
bachelor
much?
party, but it was more. It turned out to be like Hangover Part Two for
Oh
us.
yeah, Hangover Part. It was like Hangover Part 2 and 3 mixed combined, but even crazy on steroids, like literally.
Yeah, it was
And
absolutely insane.
yeah, so guys, that's a
Shit that
little
we saw
teaser for
there
the next
was so
podcast.
good, and so I mean, there's a lot to say about that. So we'll get
There's a
into
lot to
that.
say. Let's save it for the next podcast, right? And
Yeah.
all right, guys. So obviously, then we stayed in Madrid. Juicy story for the next podcast. So then
Yeah.
we went to the airport, and obviously on the at the airport we picked up alcohol to go to Ibiza because I think we were staying for 4 days, right? Four
Yeah.
days, and we
From
picked.
Thursday to Sunday, I think from Thursday to Sunday we were there.
Yeah, obviously the crazy party days.
Yeah.
And we picked, I think, legally, I think from Madrid to Ibiza, he told us, he's like, you can legally carry what, 8 or 10 bottles
Yeah,
each,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. And we pretty
And
much
I
maxed
remember,
out.
yeah, I know, right? I was like, holy shit, we're just going for 4 days. We can't
Yeah,
carry
yeah,
8 bottles each.
yeah.
So I remember I bought 2 vodkas and you bought 2 vodkas, right? I think
and
that's what.
and Ron Zacapa rum.
Oh yeah, you bought Ronza Cap. One,
Yeah.
you bought the Bottega vodka, which is like one of the best ones, and you bought
Yeah.
the Ronza Kappa rum, which is like
Yeah, yeah,
fucking amazing.
the best rum in the world, basically. Yeah.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! Like trust me, even the color is different.
I mean, it
Like
has your name
you
in
guys,
the vodka, so it's got to be the best in the world.
I know, right? I was just thinking we had Ron
I was
Zacapa
I
in
was
Bangkok.
waiting for you to plug that in.
Oh yeah, guys. Yeah, I mean, if you guys, if Ron Zacapa Rum wants to sponsor us ever, like because they have my name, hit us up. And yeah, guys. So we like took. Imagine, guys, we took 4 big bottles, like probably what, a liter each.
Yeah, yeah, yep. Duty
A
free
liter
comes in a
each.
liter, right? Like so, yeah.
So we're just 2 of us, 4 bottles, 4 days. And it's not like we're just going to drink this because obviously in Ibiza, the parties we're going to drink as well. But anyway, guys, so we reached Ibiza. Was it? It was Wednesday night. We reached Wednesday night over there.
I think it was a
Yeah,
Thursday night. I think it was a Thursday night because we were supposed to party on a Thursday night as well, and then garam
right. Yeah,
masala,
we thought we would chill. We thought we would chill for a
and then
bit.
and then garam masala we were streaming.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, just a little quick one. We obviously got our SIM cards from Madrid, like for the internet to use in Ibiza. I had all my internet, but then Nashia decided on the first night itself, since we're chilling in. I remember I was in, like just chilling on my bed, and for some reason, I remember he was you were watching like what, YouTube or something,
Yeah, yeah. I
and then I'm
was.
like, oh, you're watching this film, and it was that Garam Masala, right?
Yeah. Because
I
then
know,
we
it's
because
obviously, guys, that film is
the
fucking
reason why I
hilarious.
started watching it was because we thought we'd party that night, but when we reached our room and the view and the room was so good, we were like, listen, we have Friday, Saturday, Sunday to party as well, so let's take Thursday easy. So I was like, okay, fine, like fuck it, I might as well watch a funny movie. So yeah, that's how it started.
So instead of watching it for 10 minutes, I remember you watched it for like what, 50, 40 minutes at
I think
least?
I saw most of the funny scenes, man. Like I pretty much
Yeah.
saw
But I
everything.
remember you got like a warning saying you've used like 80% or something of
Dude, my
your.
data was over the next day. Like I didn't have data.
Yeah. So literally, yeah. And we got like, how much GB did we get? Anyway, it was
I,
enough to last a week, but I
I
remember
think it
you
was I
literally
think it was
almost.
8 GB. I think it was 8 GB, which is a lot for just like normal Instagram and like just normal browsing stuff. But yeah,
Yeah.
I maxed it out on the first day. So
Oh my god, yeah. But anyway,
garam
we just
masala.
chilled that night, and next day when we woke up, we had a party planned at one of the, what was it? I think it was called
O
O
Beach, no?
Beach, which is
Yeah,
like
O
one
Beach.
of
Yeah.
the best daytime parties. So our plan in Ibiza was
Gary
literally,
Lineker.
yeah, Gary Lineker. So yeah, we were planning to party basically Friday morning, Friday evening, Saturday evening, Sunday morning, Sunday evening. So Friday morning obviously started with a party where obviously guys we woke up and our view was literally, like seafront. We had the beachfront view. I was getting like high and I was feeling like the most relaxed and high just by the view.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
plus
yeah.
we started having some alcohol. I just remember just looking at the view and going, wow.
I think
Obviously,
we can.
we
I
phoned our
think we can
parents as
drop
well,
like
right?
a little clip of the view in between so that they can actually see the
Oh
view.
yeah, yeah, sure. I'm
Let's
sure
do
one of
that.
us. I have it,
Yeah,
and I'm sure you have it. We'll
yeah.
definitely
Because
drop
that
the.
view
It
was
was oh my
mad.
god,
That
what
view
a
was just
view!
amazing.
That it was worth every penny spent, like 100%. Like
Yeah.
it was absolutely fucking awesome.
And that
And I
was
remember we were
also a
having
point
drink.
of discussion. We were like, ah, this room is super fucking expensive, but the view is
Yeah.
mad.
So
So
guys, next time if you're thinking, fucking just do it. It's fucking worth every fucking penny to get a
yeah,
beach front seafront view. Pay extra, even if you have to pay double, you do it because it's fucking worth it. Because we were also thinking just to book a hotel, like a normal hotel. But guys, we ended up having drinks and chilling with the view for almost 2 hours. We got high pre-game, pre-drinking. And then yeah, guys, we pissed off to the first party, which was Beach, which is like a daytime party. You can throw a few clips in here, which was absolutely fucking crazy.
yeah,
I've never seen so many girls in one place all having a good time. It was absolutely
yeah. The
crazy.
the whole goal of the entire party was just to have a good time, which I've not experienced in a day party
Yeah.
ever. Like everyone just wanted to go wild and have a good time. So that was
Yeah.
absolutely insane.
And yeah, guys, we were fucking drunk by the time we got there. Oh, by the way, before we got in, we had some lunch, obviously, just out of the place. And then we carried some alcohol. And I remember we were already like, like slightly in that. We were like, good vibes, that kind of thing. We
A
got
good
in.
buzz, a good buzz. Yeah,
Yeah, good buzz. We got in and like, holy shit. Like you'll see in the clip now, a pool, like loads of girls, and it was so much fun. And
yeah,
I remember we went straight to the bar, got some drinks, took off our t-shirts because it's like a pool party or whatever, right?
yeah.
And we took off our t-shirts and we were just drinking, having fun, chatting to girls. And yeah, it was just one of those things, man. There was so many pretty girls that day. Like I remember I was just like, yeah, I remember we both were like at some point just going and chatting to girls, and everyone was friendly, everyone was having a good time, and yeah, guys, no bad vibes, it's all good, and
What I really
yeah,
liked was the vibe when it came to
oh,
girls
so
and
good, so
everything.
good.
They were so like it was kind of a total 360 contrast to some other parties we have been to where like things can get weird, but here everyone was
Absolutely.
absolutely ready for a conversation because in the end of the day, I mean, you just want to have a good conversation as well sometimes, and if it leads to good avenues, cool. If not, at least you've had a
Exactly.
good conversation. So that was so good that people were actually having amazing conversations. The vibe was crazy, so that helped. Shout out Gary Lineker again.
Gary Lineker, I think it's his brother who owns it, by the way.
Really? Nah,
Yeah,
man.
Wayne Lineker. No, I think Gary and Wayne, they both own some bars in
Is
Ibiza,
it
but I
Wayne
think
Lineker? I don't know. One of the okay. Shout out Lineker
Wayne,
brothers.
Gary Lineker is the famous one. He's the one
Yeah,
who played
the
football,
guy
right?
with the gray streaks and shit like that,
They
right?
both have gray streaks, right? But
Yeah.
Gary Lineker, I think, is the main famous one, the footballer.
Yeah. Which,
And I
which
think his
anyway,
brother
shout
has
out to Wayne. Shout out to the
Wayne and
Linekers.
Gary. Shout out to the Linekers. Yeah, were you thinking of a little quick joke? Because that's a joke just crossed my mind, but
Go for it, man.
no, 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 because a lot of people say that Linekers, Whitakers, they all like Goan surnames, right?
Oh my
Because
god.
it has cuz at the end, right?
Yeah,
Like you
yeah,
have
yeah.
your
I mean,
Narvikers, Halankars, Chodankars, Tendulkars, Salkars.
yeah, it makes sense. Oh, maybe they just ripped off all the people in Ibiza saying they're British. Maybe they were from India only.
Or you more specifically Goa, if you think about it.
I mean,
Maybe that's
Goa,
where the
Bombay.
football skill comes in.
Goa,
The
Goa,
football skill comes in.
Goa and Bombay. I know one guy in Bombay who's really good with his foot. I'm
But
talking
yeah,
about you,
so
by
yeah,
the way.
guys. Huh? What?
I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you.
Oh yeah, yeah. You mean feet, not foot.
No, 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 no.
Actually, it
No, no, no,
sounds
no,
even
no, no.
odd. It sounds
No, no,
even
no,
more
no.
odd saying feet.
No, no, no. I meant foot because your right foot is like a missile. That's what I meant.
Oh yeah, thanks, thanks. Yeah, yeah, I get that quite a bit. Like, Actually, my left foot is quite shit. I mean, obviously, it's still good, right? Like, it's
No,
not
no, no.
like,
That's why I said foot, because your right foot is like a proper rocket.
yeah.
Like I've
No, but even my left is good, but it's not like, it's nowhere near as good as my right. Like, my right is
right.
a good, like, good shot. Yeah, for sure. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I get that a lot, but it's nice that you brought it up on the podcast. But yeah, I still enjoy. Yeah, but weirdly enough, I never had like, obviously as a footballer I have big legs, right? But I remember always whenever they're doing my tests in England, even though I didn't have the biggest legs, they're always like one of the strongest. I don't know why.
Mm.
Maybe it's just that inner muscle tensile
But
muscle
you know,
fiber
that's
strength. I
that's
don't
the shit that I remember helped you in the Ibiza party, because I remember a girl came up to you and said, like, you've got like, usually guys are all buff above, like, but you've got good,
Yeah.
your lower body's pretty
Yeah, I
good.
remember that now that you mention, because I completely forgot about that.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
yeah, now that you mention it, I've got that a few
I mean,
times. Like,
because
like
Ibiza's the where the goss and the masala is for this podcast, so
exactly.
it just
Yeah.
like hit me. Yeah.
And one of the things I completely like remember and don't remember about Ibiza
We
is
don't remember
that,
a lot.
yeah, so basically, guys, there's a big VIP section, right? But several times during the thing, we always got in the VIP. We didn't have the VIP bands. We just had our confidence, and obviously with the drinks, our confidence was like tenfold.
Sure,
So
yeah.
like I remember I was in the VIP. I was going, chilling, chatting to girls, blah blah blah, like chilling at people's tables, like whoever invited me, of course, especially the girls who invited us. And then I see
Mhm.
Nash there, so I say, "Hey, you're in the VIP as well." I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, everyone else, like the other people out there were struggling to get in, but somehow we always got in. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
and
So
it was. I mean, it was a pleasant surprise, but not really a surprise, because, like, it was so good to see each other there just randomly. I mean, we also, like, do our own thing, but we just saw each other there and we were like, holy shit, we just
yeah.
both like went so smooth with it and had a good
And then we
time.
had
So that
like
was
the tenth
insane.
drink probably over there, guys. We went absolutely nuts over there.
I don't even remember, Ronnie. I don't even remember how many drinks
The
we
good
had.
kind of it, right?
I mean, I
Dude, I
I
remember like like
I
we
lost
were just
count
drinking.
after like 1 hour of being at O Beach. I don't know.
Exactly. So, guys, we had lunch, and because we had O Beach, we ended there at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, right? Because it's like a whole daytime party thing. We finished there around 5:36. Okay, and then literally we walk outside there, like everyone else was walking to us. We end up going to another restaurant, having some more drinks, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Then obviously, we had a drinks. We got in a cab, and obviously we had to go home, and just freshen up a bit and just, like rest for like what, an hour, because we had a David Guetta party that night, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
and guys, David Guetta like plays in most countries like, once every few months, but on Ibiza he's like the resident DJ, so he literally
he's
plays there
like
every
your
fucking
Friday
month.
night DJ in wherever you live in the
Exactly.
world. And
Yeah,
people
we
are
had
so used to that they just feel like, oh, it's David Guetta. It's not a big deal. For us, we're like, what?
yeah,
Wait,
exactly, and we were
David
like
Guetta's
buzzing.
playing
So
for like what? Like in the best club?
yeah,
And they're like, yeah, he plays every Friday here. We're like, what's going on, man? Like, it's
I
mad.
know, man. And I remember, yeah, so we had we chilled for a bit. We had some dinner like on the way, because we picked the hotel where the club that he was playing. I think it was called High. Was it High or Hi-Fi or something? What was it called?
High club. Yeah.
High, and it was one of the
I
new
mean,
posh
we
clubs.
were pretty appropriate to the club's name. We were pretty high.
Exactly. Can't fucking remember shit. But yeah, we had some. Obviously, it was walking distance for us, so we had some like burgers on the way, which was pretty nice. And we went straight to High. And guys, we were literally there from what, 10 p.m. to like what was it, like 5 in the morning? Was it until, I think, the first night the sunlight?
But
We
you
saw
know
the
what? You know
sunlight. It
what?
was
You
like,
know what? Afrojack opened for David Guetta, which is pretty cool.
yeah, now that you mention it, I remember it. I couldn't remember there because I was like so
Yeah,
pissed
yeah,
drunk,
yeah.
but I
But
remember
like
like probably
the
like
music,
banging to
the music that I've seen David Guetta before as well. But I think they just take
yeah.
it up a level in Ibiza because they know the crowd is different, so they're
Oh
gonna
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
make
Crazy.
sure that it's proper top standard. So Afrojack and
And we had so much fun, man. It
David
was
Guetta killed it. But what do you
we were
think
yeah.
is like? So we went to a couple of clubs, right, in Ibiza. So what do you think
So yeah,
was
this
your
was the first day.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So which was your favorite, like, out of the places
I
that we
think ambience wise, I think High was the best one. I would go to High again, like out of all of them.
I choose differently.
Wait, first I'm trying to remember which one. We went to High, And then
Uh-huh.
we went to that Ushuaia place, right?
That's the third day. So where
Second
did
one I
we go
can't. Oh,
Saturday?
it's oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The second one was good as well. So I'll tell you what, right? Honestly, in terms of which club I'd go to because it's like new and posh and more like, if that makes sense. It was closer, more convenient, but it
Yeah.
was an awesome club. Like I think the lighting there was better, if that makes sense, for someone like David Guetta to play.
True,
The
true.
high was better,
Yeah.
but the ambience at the second day we went, the carnival theme that they
Yeah.
had
You remember
was
what it was called?
unreal.
You
Like
remember
I
what it was
think
called?
visually, huh?
You remember?
Amnesia.
Yeah, Amnesia was honestly, I've seen parties and that was an absolutely insane experience. That party was something else, man. There was some crazy things happening. People were flipping, doing circus acts on the roof, and it was mad. The amount of effects, the things that were flying across the room, it was just insane.
And funny enough, I remember the before actually we went to Amnesia. So the next day, literally, I think it was what Saturday. Saturday morning again, we went to O Beach,
Oh
guys,
yeah,
and
yeah,
we
yeah.
were hungover this time, but
Which
we
was a
still
mistake.
drank.
Which was a mistake in retrospect.
I mean, at the time, it didn't feel like a mistake. I mean,
Now,
even now, I wouldn't do it again. But guys, so next morning again, even though we were hungover, we literally didn't eat anything, but we started drinking again. And then we went again to O Beach and we were drinking, going crazy. But I remember at O Beach, we still had a great time. Like, I remember being hungover, but I was enjoying, right? Again, we were there from, uh, we were there from 2 o'clock to 5. But once we finished the second day of day parties, I remember the drive back was the worst. Yeah, so go on. So yeah, I remember the cab drive back on the second day. We were hungover. We had too much
cab drive,
alcohol in our
cab
system.
drive towards the club, bro, not back.
No, it was back from the club back to the hotel.
Was that the worst drive or was it going towards
Yeah, I
like?
don't remember. We couldn't wait to fucking get back to the hotel.
Yeah, 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 yeah. True, true.
We were so tired, and yeah, it
Yeah,
was the back on the. And I remember we reached the hotel and we slept for like a couple of hours, like in the
yeah.
evening from
It's
six to
because
eight.
the entire road was
Because
just
we had
round.
amnesia party later. Yeah.
The entire road was just roundabouts, so we couldn't be asked because there was just like it was very, very bad. It was an awful experience. The entire road back to the hotel was just roundabouts and roundabouts, so it was not at all
Exactly,
cool.
man. It was nuts. And then the last day, obviously, we didn't have a day party for a change. But in the evening, we went to Ushuaia where Daddy Yankee was playing, right?
Yeah, yeah. That was
Tonka.
really good actually as well.
Oh yeah, it was quite good. Only the place was more like a concert vibe, so
Yeah,
it
it
wasn't
was more
like
like a
a
concert.
club.
It isn't anything other than a concert, but I would say Amnesia is the most unreal experience I've had in a club. It just blew me
Oh
away
yeah.
when it came to like the visual things that were
The
happening there.
visual, the ambience was absolutely nuts, man. I've never seen a carnival theme that good. It was so damn good, man. It was so damn good. Like I don't know how to even explain it. It was so. I still have. We'll put a little clip
Yeah,
in the video so you guys can see, but it's definitely worth every bit. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much our Ibiza in a nutshell. And obviously, guys, the more you guys enjoy the podcast, we'll be revealing even more details. But these are like the surface details that
yeah.
we went crazy for.
There's gonna be a
More
lot
nut stuff that happened.
there's going to be a lot of things that you guys are actually going to come to know, so make sure you leave your questions in the comments so that we
Oh
can
yeah, guys, yeah, for
we
sure.
can revert to that and you can ask whatever
And
juicy.
we'll answer them in the next podcast as well. But remember, guys, the questions have to be like, we'll pick the questions. They have to be like fun questions to answer, not some stupid questions, right? That you sometimes get like, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah, I
So,
mean, juicy questions are welcome, but they also have to be intelligent, so make sure that's
yeah,
about
make
the
sure,
way you
yeah.
go.
Just be yourself. And I'm sure at some point we'll be answering your questions at the podcast. But as I said, guys, preview for next one, we're going to be doing our Bangkok trip, which was funny enough, crazy in a different kind of way because it was very hangover two and
It
three.
was just like the movie.
It
I mean,
was
it was crazy. It was just like the hangover. We had a crazy time. So make sure you're subscribed to the podcast so that you actually get to know what happened in Bangkok for our hangover adventure. It was absolutely crazy.
it was actually nuts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, I can't wait to talk about it on the next podcast. But yeah, guys, I think that's about it from our Ibiza podcast. And yeah, guys, so hope you guys enjoyed it. And please make sure to like, share, subscribe, and also check out our Instagrams and go follow us there because that's where you'll be getting most of the updates. And yeah, guys, see you guys in the next podcast.
See you guys. Have a
Ending
good
note.
time. Keep balling. Cheers.
Peace.